afternoon. All right. Some announcements that we have going on in the studio. We have our Move More, Earn More campaign going on all October long, which, as the title suggests, the more you move, the more you earn. So it's a bingo challenge here. I can get you a card if you don't already have one. And I was taking a look at some of the challenges, and there's ones that you can cross off here and now. So you can only do one a day, but you are in a Lancaster studio right now. So check. You're also taking a noon game or a noon class, so check that one as well. If maybe you're in Lancaster all the time, so you already have that started. I can get you a bingo card after class so that you can fully get all of those all October long and earn some cool yoga gear and potentially a free month of yoga. So that's what's going on here, but we'll go ahead and get started in child's pose. So bringing your feet together, knees going wide. Bring your forehead down to the mat. And just a moment here to find that Ujjayi breath, pulling in through the nose, a pause at the top, exhaling out with a pause at the bottom. Bringing that awareness to maybe your fingertips, spreading back through the shoulders. Attention to those sit bones sitting way back. You have 2 more breaths here, a chance to get integrated in and to let go of anything you might have carried with you onto your mat. Let it go. Good. Downward facing dog. Curl your toes under, send your hips back. This first downward dog, a chance to let go of any creaks or cracks. You can pedal your feet out. Again, just a chance to appreciate this first downward facing dog. Feel the pressure in the shoulders. Yeah, letting go of any of those cracks or creaks. I always crack so much. Good. 2 more breaths here to appreciate this downward. Get yourself nice and situated in. Beautiful. Walk your feet up to your hands. Hang in ragdoll. However you're getting there, hang in ragdoll. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe rock side to side. We have 2 breaths here. Beautiful. Extended mountain. Root to rise. Inhale on up. Exhale, hands down to heart center. And we'll begin class today with 3 ohms. Big breath in. Om. Good. Big breath in, extended mountain. Exhale, fold all the way down. Halfway lift, long straight spine. Chaturanga, hands to mat. Exhale down. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale it back. We have 3 breaths here. Fill up. And let it go. Good. Again, fill up. And let it go. Last one. Fill up. Exhale and move forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Inhale, root to rise. Gaze goes up. Fold. Let it go. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, hands to mat. Exhale your whole way down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Again, 3 breaths here as we begin to awaken our body. Good. Fill up. And let go. Good. Last one. Fill up. Exhale and move forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Inhale, root to rise. Gaze goes up. Fold. Let it go. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Exhale your whole way down. Upward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale it back. Again, 3 Ujjayi breaths in and out through the nose. Good, fill up. And release. Last one, fill up. Exhale and move forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Last sun A. Root to rise. Gaze goes up. Fold. Let it go. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Hands to mat. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale it back. Again, 3 breaths. Fill up. And release. 2 more. Last one. Exhale and move forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Inhale, arms up. We'll sit on back. Fold. Let it go. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Exhale the whole way down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Warrior 1. Inhale, rise up. Pause at the top. Chaturanga. Exhale the whole way down. Good. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward. Warrior 1. Again, inhale, rise up. Chaturanga. Exhale yourself down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Again, 3 breaths here. Fill up and release. Beautiful. 2 more. Fill up and exhale. Last one, fill up. Exhale and move forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Inhale, arms up. Fold. Let it go. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Hands to mat. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Right foot forward. Inhale. Rise up. Pause at the top. Chaturanga. Exhale down. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, left foot forward, warrior 1, inhale, rise. Chaturanga, exhale down. Yeah, flowing with your breath, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Again, we have 3 breaths here. And showing up for your practice, your movement, however that looks. Last breath, fill up. Exhale and move forward. Good. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Inhale, arms up. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Hands to mat. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Warrior 1. Inhale, rise. Chaturanga. Hands down. Going over to the other side, flowing through. Left foot forward, warrior 1. Inhale, rise. Chaturanga, hands to mat. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale back. Good. 3 breaths. Fill up. And let it go. 2 more. Fill up. And let it go. Good. Last one. Fill up. Exhale and move forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Inhale, arms up. Fold. Let it go. Halfway lift. Inhale. Chaturanga your whole way down to your mat. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Warrior 1. Again, inhale, rise up. Pause. Chaturanga. Hands come down. Exhaling down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, left foot forward, warrior 1, inhale, rise. Chaturanga, good. Flowing through to the other side, being a stand for your practice. Beautiful. 3 breaths. Good, 2 more, fill up and let it go. Last breath, fill up. Exhale and move forward. Our last sun B, halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Inhale, arms up. Sit deep. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Hands to mat. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Warrior 1. Inhale, rise up. Chaturanga, exhale down. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, left foot forward, warrior one, our last one here. Chaturanga, hands come down. Upward facing dog, inhale, downward facing dog, exhale it back. 3 breaths, fill up, sigh it out. Good, 2 more, fill up, let it go. Last one, fill up and let it go. Good, right foot goes back, long line here. 3-legged dog. A moment to just lift that foot a little bit higher here Friday afternoon. Beautiful. Bend your knee, open up your hip. And if you're headed there, go ahead and flip your dog. If not, staying right in that 3-legged dog, wherever you're at, staying with our Ujjayi breaths here, looking for full expression. Beautiful. Hand comes down, side plank. We'll bring right hand down. In a moment first to set up your side plank, how it looks for you, whether that's a knee down, maybe it's a leg up in the air, wherever you're at. Nice steady breaths here, helping to pull in. Beautiful. Hands come down, chaturanga, flowing through to the other side, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Again, 2 breaths, fill up, let it go. Good, fill up. And let it go. Left leg goes back. We're ready to balance ourselves out. Beautiful. A moment here to just raise that foot just a little bit higher here Friday afternoon. Bend your knee, open up your hip. And when you're ready, go ahead and flip your dog if that's where you're headed today. Nice big Ujjayi breaths to help you access your flip dog, however that looks, however it feels. Beautiful. Hand comes down, side plank. Again, stacking up however it looks for you. Whether that's a knee on the ground, maybe it's a leg up in the air, wherever you're at, pulling into that Ujjayi breath to feel strong and powerful right here, right now. Beautiful. Hands come down, chaturanga, flowing through. Exhale down, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Let it go. Again, 2 breaths, fill up and release. Last one, fill up and release. Right foot forward, crescent lunge. As you're here coming on up, again, getting right back to that Ujjayi breath, looking to stack that back ankle over your toes. Good. Your inhale, looking to find that length in our side bodies coming up and out. Your exhale, sinking deeper into that lunge, allowing yourself to go in, allowing those muscles to work here. Hello, Friday afternoon. Hands to heart center, twist to the right, revolving crescent lunge. Left elbow comes down to that knee. Again, staying with your Ujjayi breath. Your inhale, helping to find length. Exhale, maybe twisting a little bit more. Charlie's got his arms open wide here. Full expression. Beautiful. Come on back to center. We have 2 more breaths here on this crescent lunge to show up. Again, to exhale, sink a little deeper. Beautiful. Warrior 2. Drop your back ankle. A moment first to give yourself what you need. So if it's a straightening of that leg, go ahead and give it. Send a breath that way. And now we're ready. We're ready for this warrior 2. Sink deep. Find the length in those arms, nice and strong and powerful here in our warrior 2. 2 more breaths to inhale, find the length. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper. Beautiful. Extended side angle. Hand can come down to a block, can come down to your leg, wherever you're at. A few mindful breaths here to think about space on both sides of our body. Try those both hands up overhead, working those obliques. You have one more moment here. Beautiful. Hands to the mat, chaturanga. Exhale down, upward facing dog to downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Fill up and sigh it out. Beautiful. One more. Fill up. Sigh it out. Left foot forward, crescent lunge. Here we are now, ready for this side, ready to show up for this crescent lunge. Again, a moment to first check in. Back to that Ujjayi breath. That's what helps us sink deep. Inhales, helping to find that length through the fingertips. Your exhales, helping to sink a little deeper. Beautiful. Hands to heart center, revolving crescent lunge. Again, that elbow comes down to the knee. Our Ujjayi breath helping to create length, maybe helping to open up those arms. Beautiful. Come on back to center. Again, we just have 2 breaths here to show up, to sink deep, to be here right now in this side. Beautiful. Warrior 2, drop the back ankle. Again, giving yourself what you need. If it's a straighten that leg, do it. Find that Ujjayi breath. And now we're ready. Go ahead, sink deep into your warrior here, feeling strong and powerful, just like our breath. Good. Extended side angle. Hand can come down to a block, to your shin, wherever you're at. We're getting nice and long here, balancing ourselves out. You have 2 more breaths. If you sent both hands up overhead on the other side, here's your chance on this side. Beautiful. Chaturanga. Hands come down. Again, flowing through upward facing dog. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale it back. Again, 2 breaths. Fill up and let it go. Last one. Fill up and exhale and move forward. Halfway lift, fold, thunderbolt. Inhale, arms up. A moment first to check in. So we're grounding down through the 4 corners of our feet. You can pull the pit of the belly in towards the spine so you can really go and sit down onto those sit bones. 2 breaths here to find the length. And to exhale to sink a little bit deeper. Go nice and low. Beautiful. Hands to heart center, revolving crescent lunge. That's not what I mean. You know what I mean. Thunderbolt prayer twist is where we're at. So sorry. Just 2 more breaths here again to open up, using your Ujjayi breath to find the length. Beautiful. Come on back to center and fold. Fingers to toes, forward fold. Allowing bend in your knees so you can get down there. So you can grab those toes. Our steady breaths here, working to check in. So not so much resting, but really giving that counter stretch, feeling that length and space, action in the backs of the legs, maybe through the spine is where it's showing up. Good. Go ahead and release out. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold. Exhale down. Thunderbolt. Inhale to sit on back. Send those arms up high. And meet yourself where you just were. So we just were nice and low. We know it's possible. We know our body is able. Hands to heart center. Twist to the left. And again, just 3 breaths here to open up. Maybe some attention to those knees. They're nice and next to each other. Beautiful. Come on back to center and fold. Palms to toes, forward fold. You can take your feet wide on the mat. Really getting those palms up underneath your toes. You can give it Give your toes a little wiggle. Massage out your hands. You can rock side to side, maybe some movement in the hips. Again, whatever you need here, pulling into that Ujjayi breath to give it to yourself. Good. Release your feet, crow pose. However your crow looks today, whether it's hands on the mat or going into a wide squat, play around with what's possible. See if maybe today the toe can go up a 0.5 centimeter. See if today maybe you can pull into a new energy you didn't have before. You can find a new steadiness that maybe you didn't think was possible. Beautiful. Chaturanga. Send those feet back behind you, flowing through upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale it back. Good. Inhale. Exhale and move forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Inhale up to standing eagle, right side. Looking like right arm under, right leg over. Again, pulling into that Ujjayi breath, that helping us to pull into center line, helping to build this super strong center line within our bodies. Beautiful. Release on out. We have eagle left side, left arm under, left leg over. Beautiful breath happening here in this room. Hopefully there for you as well. Using that breath to pull in, to get curious. Beautiful. Release on down. Eagle, right side again. Right arm under, right leg over. Giving yourself that big breath that you might need. Just show up here and now. A chance to play around. Maybe it's raising those hands a little bit more. Maybe it's pressing those thighs in. Accessing a new opportunity in eagle. Beautiful. Release on down. Eagle left side. Our last eagle here. Left arm under, left leg over. Your Ujjayi breath allowing you to sink in, allowing this to happen. Yeah, play around with the raising of those hands a bit more, pressing of those thighs in. Beautiful. Release on down. Standing leg raise, right side. Wherever you're at, whether it's the use of a strap, coming to grab the knee, you're extended straight on out. Whatever you're working with here this afternoon. And again, we're back to that big, steady Ujjayi breath. Good. Open up to the side. Send your gaze the opposite way. Lots of action in this lifted foot here, helping to balance. Good. Inhale back onto center. Airplane. Go ahead. Exhale. Send it straight back. Lots of action in that foot here. We're going to play around with kicking it up a little bit higher. Opening up the chest, just seeing what's possible. Beautiful. Half moon. Hand can come down to a block, but slowly opening up. And just seeing what's possible as you slowly begin to stack those hips on top of one another. Beautiful. Release on down. Standing leg raise, left side. Again, the use of a strap, coming to grab the knee or the toe, wherever you're at. Back with that steady breath here in this equanimity series. You can open up to the side, send your gaze the opposite way. Beautiful. Come on back to center. Airplane. Send the foot straight back on your exhale. Keeping lots of action so that foot is nice and flexed. If I were to come and place my hand against you, there'd be action happening there. Pushing against me. Beautiful. When you're ready, half moon. Slowly open on up. No need to rush. Staying with that steady breath. Not something that comes once we're there. That's what gets us here. Beautiful. You can come on down. We have dancer right side. You can use a strap here, reaching back, grabbing the inside of that right ankle. A moment first to feel that those knees are right next to each other. This could be good and plenty. If not, go ahead and play around with your dancer. Begin to kick that shin straight back, opening up our shoulder. Beautiful. Release on down. Dancer left side. So again, reaching back, grabbing the inside of that left ankle. Moment first to feel how this feels on this side and then sink into your dancer, staying with your Ujjayi breath, that creating the space, that creating maybe the motivation. Maybe that's what you need here. Good. Go ahead and release on down. We have dancer right side again. So a new opportunity to try on this pose and to see what's possible. This time I challenge you to play with that edge point, to see where those wobbles and the wiggles start to show up and just play around with them. It doesn't have to be perfect. Good. Go ahead and release on down. Dancer left side, reaching back. Our last dancer here, grabbing the inside of that ankle. Again, that steady breath, allowing you to play around with it, to kick that foot a little bit more, to open up that shoulder, allowing it to really get in there. Beautiful. Release on down. Tree right side. Foot can go anywhere but the inside of our knee. So maybe that's a kickstand or the inside of your shin or thigh. For this first tree, allowing your hands to go wide. Maybe it's goalpost arms. Maybe it's fingertips and arms just spread big, open, and beautiful. We have 3 breaths. Fill up and release. Good. Good. Release on down. Tree left side. Again, foot can go anywhere but the inside of that knee. And this time, maybe finding a bind behind the back, or it's just hands in front of you, wherever you're at. Again, we have 3 steady breaths. Beautiful. Release on down. Big breath, extended mountain. Gaze goes up. Inhale up. Forward fold. Let it go. Halfway lift. Long, straight spine. Chaturanga. Hands down to mat. Flowing through. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward. Triangle pose. As you're here, we're looking for that straight line on our mat, like you're on a tightrope. Again, hand can come down to a block, can come down to a shin, wherever you're at, maybe a mat. Beautiful, nice, steady breaths here to create the space. Maybe it feels a little cluttered when we first get there. Our steady breaths to open up, to access this grounding. Good. Gently come on up to standing, side facing, wide leg, forward fold. Toes go to the long edge of the mat. And hinge forward at your hips. For this first one, finding some movement in the hips. So maybe it's deep lunges side to side. Maybe it's just a slight wiggle of the hips. Wherever you're at, we're sending some conscious breath and movement into those hips, whatever feels good for you. However you can show up here and now. Beautiful. Come on back to center and stillness. Using your core, come on up to standing into namaste, front facing, forward fold. Toes stay, or feet go wide on our mat. Big breath in to find the length. Exhale to fold on down, allowing some bend in the knee. Joints remain malleable here. Yeah, our nice Ujjayi breath here, helping to create the space, helping our bodies to get into the pose with every inhale and exhale. It doesn't just happen right away. Our breath is here doing the work. Beautiful. Twisting triangle. Left hand comes down, can come to a block or a mat. Right hand opens up wide. Beautiful. Both hands to the mat. Chaturanga. Exhale your whole way down. Upward facing dog. Inhale. Downward facing dog. Let it go. Left foot forward. Triangle pose. A chance now to balance ourselves out in grounding. So again, once those feet are nice and set up, we're here now. Hand can come down to a block, can come to your shin. Big breaths to again open up, access this grounding. Good. Come on back up to standing, side facing, wide leg, forward fold. This time you can reach back for a bind. Again, toes towards the long edge of the mat. You can go for a bind behind the back. Maybe it's your hands resting on the back of your neck. The use of a towel, all excellent things. Beautiful. Showing up for yourself here. Steady Ujjayi breaths to those chest opening wide. Beautiful. Gently come on back up to standing. Namaste, front facing, forward fold. Again, our feet can go wide, one on either side of the mat. And then, yeah, big breath in. Exhale to fold on down. And those steady breaths here working to open us up. So we're pretty tight, maybe feels a little bit different on this side. Just staying with your breath. Inhaling, finding the length. Exhaling, folding a little bit more. Twisting triangle. Bring that right hand down to a block or a mat. Opening up wide here. Chaturanga, hands to mat. Exhaling down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Good. Come out to a high plank position. And once you're there, slowly lowering yourself all the way down onto your mat. Beautiful. Both hands go straight back behind you. We have locust number 1. Go ahead and lift up locust. Staying nice here as we begin to get into our igniting sequence. Good. Slowly lower all the way down. One breath. Locust number 2. Go ahead and lift on up. You can reach back for a bind here. Just have those hands straight back. Our chest opening up wide. Beautiful. Lower all the way down. Rock your feet side to side. Floor bow is next. Reaching back, we will do 2. So wherever you're at, reaching back, grabbing those ankles, go ahead, lift on up. Floor bow number 1. Nice, steady, powerful breaths here, igniting from our center line on out. Big and powerful. Beautiful. Gently release your feet. Rock them side to side. Let go of that lower back. Floor bow number 2. Reach back, grab those ankles. Big breath to lift on up and play around with what's possible. Kick those feet up high. You don't have to stay there. Just see what's possible. See how you can show up here. Good. Carefully release those feet. Rock them side to side. Take your hands to your shoulders. We'll find some baby cobra. So fingertips wide. Inhale up and exhale down. 2 more. Inhale up and down. Last one. Inhale up and down. Upward facing dog, hands to lower ribs. Inhale up, best one to practice. Downward facing dog, send it back. Camel pose, come on down to your knees. And from here, we will lift up and back, either going for those back pockets, staying with our Ujjayi breath. Or what might be possible is the reaching for those ankles. Again, we're staying true to our Ujjayi breath here. Good. Gently release up and out of camel. A moment to reset. And camel number 2, reaching up and back. Again, either going for those back pockets. Imagining our chest, this igniting, lifting up and out towards the ceiling. Big expression. Good. You can gently release on out. Come on down to your feet, bridge pose. So we'll swing around down to our backs. We want our feet about hip width distance, straight out on 12 o'clock. And we'll go ahead and lift up bridge number 1. You can shimmy your shoulders up underneath to really build this foundation. Yeah, you can reach for your hands up underneath your bottom. Good. With lots of intention between the knees, like there was a block there. We're helping to zip in, pulling up. Good. Just hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower all the way down. What's next are 4 bridges or wheels or a combination wherever you're at. Big breath in. Let it go. Wheel number 1. Go ahead. Inhale. Lift on up. Bridge or wheel wherever you're at for just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Tuck your chin. Lower all the way down. A breath to reset. And wheel number 2, go ahead, inhale, lift on up. Wherever you're at, we're pulling those knees in towards each other. There's lots of action happening. Good, tuck your chin, lower all the way down, a breath to reset. And wheel number 3, go ahead, inhale, lift on up, bridge or wheel wherever you're at. Nice and strong for just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin, lower down. One final breath to reset. And wheel number 4, go ahead, inhale on up. And we'll hold this for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Tuck your chin, lower all the way down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. Knees go wide. One hand on your belly, one on your heart. And we will reconnect with that Ujjayi breath. Big belly movements here. Good. Bend, bung. You can go ahead and grab your feet. Let your knees go wide. can rock side to side for happy baby. A moment here to really feel that lower back being pressed into the mat. Beautiful. Send both feet straight up to the ceiling. Nice flexed feet, like you're holding a box above your head, or maybe you're going to walk on the ceiling. Lots of action happening through the base of our feet here. Beautiful. Big breath in. Exhale and lower your right leg down. Good. Inhale it back up. And exhale the left down. Good. Inhale it back up. Exhale the right down. Inhale back up. Good. Moving into your breath, your movement connection, but staying true to this exhaling down, inhaling back up. This accessing that bottom baseline core. And again, if your leg's not going all the way down, that's fine. Whatever movement it is for you, showing up for it. Good. You have it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Send both feet straight up to the ceiling. A breath to reset. Inhale and let it go. Excellent. Big breath in. Exhale down to 30 degrees. Good. Breath in. Exhale down to 60. Breath in. Exhale down to hover. You can hold it here nice, strong. You can look up at your feet. Beautiful. Send them straight back up. A breath to reset. Yeah, now we're ready. Inhale. Exhale down to 30. Breath in. Exhale down to 60. Breath in. Exhale down to hover. You can flutter kick here nice and strong in that base of our core. Beautiful. Send them straight back up. We have one more breath to reset. Yeah, we got this. Breath in. Lower down to 30. Breath in. Lower down to 60. Yep, breath in. Lower down to hover. You can pendulum here. Just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send them straight back up. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big old squeeze. Rock and roll on that spine 3 times, and we'll meet in boat pose. Giving yourself that back massage on your mat, playing around with some movement. However your boat pose looks, whether it's feet on the ground and we're just working to lift that chest up. Maybe your legs are nice and extended. Wherever you're at, we're going to stay nice and strong. Each inhale helping to lift the chest a little bit more, to play around with what's possible. We have it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Hug your knees into your chest. Drop that forehead down. And we'll swing around for half pigeon on the right side. However you're getting there today, whether you're headed into downward dog or just swinging the right leg around. Our Ujjayi breath still present here. But working now to create some space, to stay nice and present. Lots of different ways this pose can look. You can take it on your back. Great option. A block up under the hips, a great assist under the forehead. Yeah. Good. You have 5 more Ujjayi breaths here to be present. Good. Gently release on out. You can go into downward dog or just swing the other leg around. We'll set up for half pigeon on the left. And these first few moments when we get into it, just to stay nice and calm, to send breaths to whatever's showing up, to maybe any tightness or discomfort. Looking to keep that front foot nice and flexed to help protect the knee. Yeah, and just coming back to that Ujjayi breath. That's all we have to focus on now. The breath is going to do the work for us. We have an opportunity here and now to just simply focus on that breath. Good. You have 5 more here to work with whatever you're working with. Good. Go ahead and release out. We'll set up for frog pose. So we're looking to have hips, feet, and ankles all at 90 degrees. Another space where this can take on lots of different variations. You can head to a wall. You can come down onto the mat. Again, down on your mat, looking to send your hips, feet, and ankles all to 90 degrees. Our steady Ujjayi breaths here helping us to open up, encouraging us to try on something new, to take advantage of this pose and everything it has to offer. Good. 5 more juicy breaths here. If you can't hear your neighbor, breathe for them. They need it in this pose. Good. Gently and carefully, you can come up out. We'll set up for a seated single leg extension on the right side. Once you're there, big breath in to sit up nice and tall to find that length through the spine. And then exhale to fold down towards that foot. Allowing bend in the knee so that you can access the foot. So you can bring that lower belly down to the top of that thigh. Good. Each exhale, sinking a little bit more, getting a bigger release. Good. Gently come on back to center. We'll switch sides. Seated single leg extension on the left. Again, big breath in to find the length. Sit up nice and tall. And then exhaling down towards that foot. Again, allowing bend so that we can fold. Release through the back of the leg, through each vertebrae in the spine. Good. Come on back to center. Seated forward fold, both feet out in front of you, just like before. Inhale, nice and tall length. Exhale to fold. Again, allowing that bend so we can get that belly down to the thighs. Good. Carefully release on out. Go onto tabletop or reverse plank. Fingertips towards the body. Reaching up, opening wide. This release through the chest. Good. Lower down. We'll move on to fish pose. You can place a block between your shoulder blades. We're using your arms, a chance to open our chest up wide. Working here for a release. In the shoulders and opening in the chest. Beautiful. You can gently roll over to your side, removing the block. We'll move on to headstand or shoulder stand or an inversion you're working with. However you're going to work to get the hips above the heart. Maybe it's a block underneath. Wherever you're at. However you're accessing this rejuvenation part of practice. Good. Shoulder stance can come to plow. Plow to deaf man's pose, dropping the knees by the ears, getting a massive curve in that spine. And when you're ready, slowly rolling all the way back out to your back. You can hug your knees into your chest. Supine twist to the right. Knees to the right. Gaze over to the left. My breath here beginning to soften. But first, just helping to open up, helping to get this final stretch of that lower back. You can come back to center, supine twist to the left. Good. You can come on back to center, Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, knees can go wide. There's a cool eye towel near your head if you would like to take advantage of that. Shavasana. Setting up nice and comfortably on your mat, palms facing up. Moment here to first relax any tension in your jaw, maybe the eyes. Look to feel the heaviness relaxing in the shoulders, all the way down to the feet. Finish unfinished business. Finish your business with people. Unfinished business is what others is the biggest block to an open heart. Unfinished business is the biggest block to peace. Unfinished business is the biggest block to joy. The tangled cords that bind us to the past are easy to find. All we need to do is become quiet and listen to the voice of our heart. Who do we resent? Who are we angry with? Maybe hurt by? Who are the people you aren't at peace with yet? That is our unfinished business. That is the unfinished business of the heart. Look deep inside. Find the secrets, the not quite finished pieces. Often the answer is only a breath away. A breath of fresh air, a breath of forgiveness, a breath of love. Take that breath. Let the past go. Let it go in peace, thankful for all that you've learned along the way. Nice and gently bring some movement to your fingers and toes. You can roll out your wrists and ankles. Finding a full body stretch maybe on your mat. Gently rolling over to your side. One final moment to set that intention to take that breath. Whatever showed up for you, one final moment to claim that. You can gently come up to a seated position on your mat, eyes opened or closed. One big breath in. You can send your hands up overhead. Exhale, hands down to heart center. We'll end class today with 3 ohms. Big breath in. Om. Hands to forehead center. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Have an absolutely wonderful rest of your Friday. Thank you online. So nice to have you, Courtney. Bye-bye.